Couple of updates coming out of Seller Central this morning. My name is Stephen Pope, and I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. Effective today, your compliance documents, if you are required to submit one, are going to be required to be submitted first before you can even list the product. So this is going to affect categories like toys compliance, or maybe you're selling a beauty product into Canada or anything like that. This is going to affect the USA especially. This is brand new. You previously could list a product and then get the compliance documents submitted, but now they're going to make it a precursor here. So before you can even list the product, you're going to have to start submitting documents effective today. So if this happens to you, what do? Well, you're going to have to get the official documents provided by one of those third parties. They do give you a list of locations where you can get a COA if you're selling a supplement. They do give you lists of locations for toys and all those kinds of things. I don't have a preferred partner. Don't have a strong recommendation on this one myself, but I do know that if you use one of Amazon's recommended ones, you have a better shot, in my opinion. The other update relates to shipping. So that's the OTDR policy, on-time delivery. I'm not sure what the R stands for off the top of my head here, but it's probably in this document here. And so previously, if you didn't have reports, if you didn't have reporting over 90%, then they would suspend your ability to use FBM or fulfilled by merchant. And then I've seen dozens of accounts over the last 7 years where they would ban you from FBM, but still allow you to do FBA. And they're raising the bar here 5%. So it used to be 90%, now it's 95. So you can see minimum of 90, 95 is what they're shooting for. And that's a very small implication. I don't think most people use FBM, but for the FBM sellers out there, this will just be another annoyance to add to the list, especially if you're doing everything correctly, but then UPS screws you over, or North Carolina gets a hurricane and then your reporting is total crap for 30 days. So a lot of different pieces of updates coming out of Amazon. They're raising the bar, continually make it harder to sell on the platform. If you feel that way, you're not alone. It's normal. This is what happens to a platform when it reaches its peak or its maturity phase. They start to squeeze out some of the lesser sophisticated sellers, people who can't jump through the hoops. But this has happened in every industry ever. So if you talk to people who tried to get into retail stores, they'll tell you way more horror stories than trying to get a couple of extra documents for Amazon. So it's actually quite easy in comparison to other sectors. But because it's new, because Amazon's been easy-ish, passive income, hashtag, for the past decade, in the last 2 years, that's really been thrown out. They've made it a lot harder to ship things. They've increased the fees. The PPC's been more competitive. They've sold us out to China, and there's more Chinese sellers. They're even throwing conferences over there to push more Chinese sellers. We've had a lot of more sophisticated people dump money into buying brands in the United States. So competition is up as well. Prices are being squeezed because of China's import situation. So these are all the things that Amazon sellers are dealing with, and we hear about it every single day. I have personally got access right now to 2,378 Amazon Seller Central accounts. And we've seen, as what you guys see in the case of a year or two, we see by the hour at My Amazon Guy. So if you think I could help you, go to myamazonguy.com or subscribe to the channel and watch our other news reports. Here's a news podcast link so you can check out other recent updates. My name is Stephen Pope, and I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy.